So I'm Nathan. I work at a company called Blue Screen IT, and we do cybersecurity work for other businesses, and we're also getting into a product development arm as well. I work in bit research, which is the product development bit. So that involves making new software products, talking with contractors, and all the bits like that to make sure that projects are delivered to our clients on time. I'm on the Digital Technology Solutions degree apprenticeship. Yeah, so the way I found my one is that before this course, I was doing a level 3 at City College. And the way that course worked is that it was only actually 3 days a week. And that left me 2 days a week to go out and do work experience. So I was doing work experience in a company in Blue Screen before I came on this apprenticeship, and they liked me enough to keep me on. Outside of that, I was actually looking for degree apprenticeships individually because I learned about them and saw how good of a deal they were. And the main resource is the government website that you can use to find degree apprenticeships. However, in my experience, that was a little bit hit and miss because employers need to know to put the vacancies on there. They need to know they exist and things like that. And the closest relevant one to me on the site was actually in Bath. So I was very, very lucky to get this one.
A bit far.
So I was very, very lucky to get this one. But that's how I got my apprenticeship. So yeah, by and large, it's a quite it's a standard uni experience, except that obviously I get all of this insider knowledge into what businesses want and the skills they're looking for and bits like that. And it also really helps to be able to contextualize what I'm learning in uni in actual businesses. So, for example, I don't know, we might be told about how multiple websites can be served from one IP address, for example. But until I actually see a colleague implementing a reverse proxy and realizing how it's done and it uses the host header in HTTP to identify which site you're actually looking for and things like that. And I get all this insider knowledge that makes it much easier to actually understand what I'm being taught. It is definitely very busy. So, for example, everyone else has the time within their 9 to 5 to be able to do their assignments and bits like that, whereas I have to find additional time around for bits like that. So you definitely have to be very motivated before you go into it to be able to keep up with it. But it has been very, very rewarding. Yeah, it's been very good. It's nice to be able to see people in person again now that COVID's starting to be getting a grip of and things like that. Certain social aspects of the uni have to take a little bit of a backseat because obviously if, for example, a lecture ends at 4 and then I've got to go back to a study room to go and work till 5 again, I can't exactly join uni, my peers in the SU, for example. But it has been nice to see everyone and be able to bounce ideas off of them and be able to help them and them to be able to help me in things. That's been very nice. The way I handle it at uni is that in the library, I can book a individual private area called a study room, and I can book that for 2 hours at a time, and that allows me to work when I'm not in lectures. Because when I'm not in lectures, I'm obligated to work for my company. So that's the way I generally handle it. And for example, if I'm not doing anything important, then I may be able to invite one of my peers in as well, just to be able to help them with some work or to be able to bounce ideas off of them. So that's been nice as well. In uni, they have a system called PALS, which is second year students helping the first years, set them in bits, and they actually meet on a Wednesday. And I can't actually attend those sessions because I'm at work, but I do get to speak to them online and bits like that. And we've all got a social group online, which is nice to bounce ideas off of them if I get stuck on something or I need something clarified or something like then I can approach them, and they're very helpful. So in the cohort that I'm part of, there's 167 computing students, and I think I'm a degree apprentice, and there's one other degree apprentice. However, he actually attends virtually because all our lectures are mixed at the minute, and he works for Babcock, I believe. Yeah. So I'm the only degree apprenticeship degree apprentice in the room, but it's certainly nice to be able to talk to the other students. Yeah. Yeah. So aside from time, which is definitely the biggest factor, the only other particular issues that I've had is that sometimes there can be certain logistical challenges in being able to balance work and uni. So, for example, in the first few weeks, when I got to uni, I would try and VPN back to the office to do my work and realize, I'm on an educational network. I can't use my VPN. But I sent off a request to IT support, and they gave me a whitelist, which was very nice of them. So now all those challenges have been solved pretty much, and I don't face anything like that anymore, which is nice. I would say so, definitely. So Bit Research, which is the business operational area that I'm a part of, only actually has 2 employees at the minute under the CEO. So we've been very, very busy in getting all of the products that we're developing ready, and getting them deployed and getting them updated and bits like that. And all of the skills that I've been taking on have been very, very helpful in that, and understanding how I would do something, but then how it should actually be done in the professional environment, which has certainly been helpful. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So if you can get hold of one, you should definitely go for it. But you should also know what you're getting in for. It is a long-term commitment. So for example, my course is 4 years long, and that's 3 main years in the degree, as well as a year of gateway where I have to demonstrate that I've met all the like requirements and learning objectives over the degree course. So know what you're getting in for, but definitely if you can get hold of one and you think you've got what it takes to see it through to completion, then definitely go for it. Yeah.